It's fascinating to watch how different automakers approach the future of their model lineups. The embrace of electrification is happening at every level of the industry. For some, it's about efficiency and clean emissions. For others, it's a way to keep their lineups on the better side of the fuel economy standards. For Lamborghini, it's about insane power and prodigious performance. This is the Lamborghini Revuelto, and it's a hybrid monster machine. There's no mistaking this for anything but a Lamborghini product. It looks like the logical design extension from the Aventador, of which the Revuelto is the replacement. Sure, I can see a little bit of C8 in the profile shot when you look at the rear section of the door, but every other bit is Lamborghini. It's properly brash, properly wild, and has the right mix of angry evil embedded into the bodywork. There are familiar Y-shaped lighting elements up front, a massive center exit exhaust in the rear, massive wheels at the corners, and almost comically large brakes behind those wheels. The standard wheel setup is a 20-inch roller up front with a set of 21s out back, or you can go with 21s front and 22s in the rear. The widest tire on offer is a wicked 355 section width from Bridgestone that wraps around those aforementioned 22s. But more technically impressive are the brakes. These are, of course, carbon ceramics, with the front rotors running a bit over 16 inches in diameter, and they're clamped down on by a 10-piston setup. You have a 4-piston setup for the rear 15.3-inch rotors. The stopping force is immense, but then so is the power. In the rear of the car sits a 6.5-liter V12 engine. It's naturally aspirated and produces 814 horsepower and north of 530 pound-feet of torque. It's not working on its own though, as this Revuelto is a plug-in hybrid. There's a pair of electric motors on the front axle and a third electric motor integrated into the 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox. That third motor also acts as the starter generator, while the front motors power the front axle and allow for precise torque vectoring as needed. Working all together in the rowdiest Corsa drive mode setting, the combined output is 1,001 horsepower. Per Lamborghini, that's enough power to get the Revuelto from 0 to 124 miles an hour in just 7 seconds. That is insanely quick. If you want to limit what you're doing, the Strada drive mode only gives you 873 horsepower. Sport doles out 295, and a silent EV mode gives you 5 miles of EV-only range. It's clear this is not about minding your fuel consumption. The electrification is in the pursuit of potent performance, and it sounds like the car delivers on that point. But the overall experience, not just the pure, unadulterated driving pleasure, sounds like it's improved compared to the Aventador. There's more room inside. Not a ton, as there's really not a ton of place to add a ton of room. But word is that you can now fit with a helmet even if you're a 6-footer. The screen in the center looks nice, and there's even a bit of storage and some cup holders. Those are all nice features to have on a vehicle that starts at nearly $610,000. Sounds like a ton of money, right? It is. For many, a massive amount to spend on a house, never mind a car. But for Lamborghini customers, it sounds just fine, as the first 2 full years of production have already been sold out.